get low when the whistle go.
Sense. Alright, hey guys, this is take 2 because this fool didn't press the right button.
She hit this little girl.
Yeah.
Boom.
So this is Declan.
Hey guys.
He drives a Evo MR 2008 that's highly modified, not aesthetically wise, but like under the hood wise. So if you want to give them a brief overview of what you have before we get on the freeway.
Sure, okay. So first we'll do suspension. I have HKS Hypermac 4 coilovers, Hotchkiss sway bars, Megan Racing toe arms, rear wheel spacers, BBS forged wheels with Yokohama Advans, and I also have StopTech rotors and calipers, 6-pot in the front, 4-pot in the back. That's suspension. Power, I have a Password JDM intake, AMS front mount intercooler with all the piping. I have a tile blow-off valve.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, they look.
Injector Dynamics 1000cc injectors with the PNP harness. AEM fuel pump with torque solution fuel adapter. MAP performance, cast stainless steel exhaust manifold, ported and polished. Apex exhaust. Stage 2 short block with Manley I-beams, billet connector rods and main bearings, trimming chain tension, an oil pump, a water pump, camshafts, head studs, and full valve train, Farah valves, Farah dual valve springs, Farah titanium retainers, Farah seat lock. Fuck.
So just a lot of stuff in general. Like, it is crazy. And then, what fuel are you running right now?
This tune that we're on right now is for 100 octane.
Right.
We're at 340 horsepower to the wheels and 400 foot-pounds of torque.
Okay.
So,
and who was it tuned by?
Jotech Motorsports. They're in Dallas, Texas. Kenny Tran was the one who tuned my car. He's NHRA national champion.
Yeah.
For front-wheel drive turbo.
And is this a fully built motor or is this stock motor? What?
Fully built.
Right,
up
because
and bottom, top and bottom.
Didn't they blow your engine?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Tuning my car because it's, what, 7 years old. They were trying to push the same amount of horsepower on a totally stock engine, and it just couldn't handle it, so then it popped.
Right. So I already did a couple pulls yesterday in this car, and this thing is fast. I was rolling and I did a 4th gear pull, and by the time I looked down, I was going way too fast. But one thing we're doing right now is a U-turn, and turning radiuses in the Evo compared to my WRX is terrible. Like,
yeah, it's like a half moon.
Don't go. And then instead of a 3-point turn, you gotta do like an 8-point turn. But I mean, the power is just instantaneous. It's so nice. And that blow-off valve. The suspension too is on point. Like, the ride quality is nice. There's no big bumps. You don't think it's that big of a deal. But the handling is just like, we're taking this turn, and I would feel a little scared in my car maybe. Also, the seats and harnesses for sure keep you in place
last night, we were just messing around. I pulled up next to him at a stoplight, and we didn't want to launch our cars because the transmission in this and the drivetrain is really, really fragile. It's like glass. So we rolled up, we started at 20 miles an hour. He said he started at around 1,000 RPM in second gear. So I started at like, I don't know, 3K in first gear. And then as soon as he hit the third honk, I jumped on him a little bit, and then he was just gone. He totally passed me. I got obliterated, but.
We were also playing around with our buddy Jeremy. He owns it's an 09,
2009,
right?
yeah.
2009 WRX hatchback. And at first, same deal as Jeremy, he could pull on him at the very beginning, but then once Declan got into it real hard, Jeremy was just standing still. Also, it could have been that Jeremy cheated on the third honk. He was matted already on the third honk. But this car is ridiculously fast, and the brakes compared to mine are so much better. I've been thinking, you guys know about getting a big brake kit, and these Soptex are no joke. And you were telling me yesterday that you wanted to put your race pads back on?
Yeah, the Hawk pads back on.
So what are on now?
There are another set of Hawks. They're just not as aggressive because the ones that I have at home, they squeak all the time when you're just regular stopping because they're not made for 0 or for 15 to 0. They're made from 100 to 60.
Right.
So just around town, it's super squeaky, and it got kind of annoying just driving to school and back every day.
I get that. I know what's nice is it's a daily driven car too. So same with the GTR, they take it out. What? How many times a week?
He's driving a Fresno in it right now.
Really?
There and back, yeah.
Wow. Okay. And another thing to talk about is you would think your gas mileage would go down with 100 octane, right?
Yeah. And the injectors and the fuel pump and everything.
Right. It's not that bad.
If you're on the freeway, then it's normal, same like stock. But if you're actually pushing it, then yeah, it goes pretty fast.
Turn that off real quick.
Let's getting text messages during this.
I'm sorry. What?
Harnesses. Harness bar.
Harness bar, right?
Yep.
That's probably the best thing about this interior.
Yeah.
And maybe the power shift, just because that shifts so much faster than just my 5-speed. This is 6, right?
Yep.
Right. And I didn't know until you showed me that these cars had a sport mode.
Yep, they do. The twin clutch.
Right.
The SST twin clutch sport mode.
And you actually feel a huge difference.
Yeah, just the shifts are quicker and crisper. So.
And you're complaining. I'm getting text messages right now. But obviously these are a 6-point. I can't tell or see if you can see on me compared to him. He's got the 6 in. I didn't want to adjust his, so I'm just rocking a 4-point. So hopefully I don't go submarining out. But I think this is a must upgrade in any car if you drive it hard, because in my car, if I'm going around a corner hard, I hold onto the wheel tighter than I think I am. Where in this car, you're not going anywhere forward, back, side to side. So you can feather the wheel and you'll be fine. Let's talk about exhaust, because yours is not that loud until you get on it.
Yeah. And if it gets really hot, then yeah, it gets loud. But right now, you can just roll right by cops right next to them. They don't even look at you.
I think the loudest part of your car is definitely in the blow-off valve.
Yeah.
It's in a position where it's open air all around it. It's not underneath the hood and closed, so
it's vent to atmosphere right off the intercooler piping. So.
Will we make this U-turn?
Yeah.
We're gonna shoot it wide.
Nah, you can make it.
Alright. We'll do a little pull right here. That was fun. Yeah. And on 91 you get a little knock here and there, right? But that's because it's not fine-tuned.
That's because the turbo is actually off of a 2012 GSR because my turbo got destroyed.
Right.
Long story, but it's a new turbo.
Right. It just got destroyed inside out, basically.
Yeah.
And let's see. Is there anything? What's your favorite part of your car? And then I'll tell you what's mine.
Probably the blow-off valve, just because it's so much fun.
You break so many necks with that driving around town.
Yeah, it's so loud. It's so fun. But also, I love the valve train because you can rev to 8 grand.
Right.
Which is just awesome.
Like I'm not even flat out right now, and it's just so fast. But if I don't know, I'm torn obviously probably a favorite thing. And
Yeah.
actually your seats and harnesses. Like,
Harnesses are excellent. Yeah, the driving position is so
and
nice.
And these are real, by the way, they're not fake. So everything about his car is all about functionality because he tracks it a lot of the time. But speaking of track, you were supposed to have a front splitter, right?
Yes, I was. APR said that their front splitter for my Evo was good up to 150 miles an hour. We were driving home from Texas after I got the car tuned. It was just put on, everything was good. We were in Nevada. Granted, it was 111 degrees, so it might have been a little hot for the plastic in the front bumper. But the front splitter just ripped right out. We were going maybe 125 miles an hour.
Okay.
And the front splitter, we just did one pull. It wasn't a constant, just one pull. The front splitter just ripped itself. We heard it bouncing up and down, scraping up against the pavement and hitting my car. And we're like, oh God, what is that? We pull over, the front splitter's just dangling there.
Right, so now, what, you're getting a new front bumper,
Yeah.
new front splitter,
Yeah.
canards, right?
Canards, yeah.
So, are you going to do it, because that's a lot of downforce on the front.
Yeah.
Are you going to do anything about the back? Because this wing, I mean, it's nice.
Yeah.
And I
It's
never knew how bad the visibility was out of it, but are you going to do anything back there?
Well, before I put the canards on, I have them, I just haven't put them on yet,
Okay.
is go to the track, test out the balance of the car with the new suspension, because I haven't got it on track yet. Just work it out, see where the car is pushing, see if it's oversteering, understeering, or anything. And then do my adjustments in my suspension, see if I can get it perfect.
Because you haven't tracked it since you got everything put on,
not
right?
yet. Then
Okay.
adjust the aero after the suspension is figured out.
Right. And which bumper did you go with again?
The front, I got a Varius bumper.
Okay.
It's not the newest one. I don't know when you're gonna be watching this, but it's not the newest one.
Right, okay. And
I think it's the 2009.
I guess you're getting ready. You want to pop your name out there so everyone can follow you?
Follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, that's
I
him.
post cool pictures.
He doesn't post a lot, but maybe he'll start once he gets
Yeah.
track days going. You should also start a YouTube under that name for your
Maybe.
track days.
We'll see.
Hopefully you'll take me out one day.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Get some cool video of that.
Right. Around town, this car is just, it's nothing. Like, you're just driving a station wagon. There's no complaints. Whereas my car, like, every little bump I feel it, it's just terrible. And surprisingly, with this suspension, it's really doable. I can see how you drove to Texas and back,
Yeah.
and we're comfortable. I'm sure there's certain things, like huge potholes, that would be
Yeah.
a completely different story, but...
Yeah, I've never bought him out the suspension, but it's real nice.
Are you gonna upgrade the transmission at one point, you think? Because these ones, like you said, are like glass.
We'll see. I'm gonna break it first before I upgrade
Right.
it. So,
You need a backup camera, because let me tell you, those things are nice.
yeah.
Alright, well thanks for letting me review your car and drive it.
First dude.
It's awesome. Don't forget, check out his Instagram.
Yeah.
And stay tuned for more videos. Hopefully, maybe I'll do the GTR one day.
Get low when the whistle go.